Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
One squad still looking to find their footing, the other looking to stay hot. Hello everybody and welcome to the Arlington Ice Arena on the campus of Adrian College for today's matchup featuring the visiting Central Michigan University Chippewas and your Adrian College Bulldogs. My name is Michael Hale and I am joined today by Alex Herman. The Chippewas come into the game today 5-11 following a 7-2 loss last night in the first half of the home and home in this series. Herm, what can the Chippewas do today to try to right their ship?
Well, for one thing, yesterday clearly wasn't their day. They were in the shot column a whole lot. They actually wound up outshooting the Bulldogs 51-47, so they had plenty of chances to put the puck in the back of the net, but they ran into a hot goaltender in Peyton Langer, the junior. He's going to be relied on by the Bulldogs for sure today, but you can't be upset with yesterday when you're shooting that much and you run into a goalie who's just stopping the rubber the same way that Langer did. If they're going to try and find a way to win today, you got to have the same offensive effort that you did yesterday and just put yesterday behind you and start with a new fresh start.
Yeah, that's a great analysis. But for the Bulldogs, Max Shadell and Soliam Andrash have been huge for the Bulldogs this year.
Yeah, and they've been absolutely stellar. Shadell is on the line with Andras and Dmitry Sergeyev, dubbed the Euro line by some of our friends and colleagues around the school just because all of them come from foreign countries to the United States. But this season they've been absolutely stellar. That line is combined for a total of 54 points on the season. Shadell leads the team in goals with 11, has 13 assists for 24 points. Andrash has 9 helpers of his own and 10 assists for 19 points. And Sergeyev, 3 goals, 8 assists for 11 points on the year. They're all within the top 5 of points on the team right now. They're absolutely electric, and you got to watch out for this line for the entirety of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a spectacular matchup by the way you just put it. Tons of shots on goal yesterday between the two squads. Amazing goaltender play from both squads. Unfortunately, Central was unable to stop as many as Adrian yesterday, but shaping up to be a great game.
No doubt about it. And you look at the results from last season, the Bulldogs and the Chippewas split their series last year. The Chippewas wound up taking the first game by a score of 4-1, and then when they traveled over here to the Arrington Ice Arena, the Bulldogs were able to pull one out by a score of 4-3. So it's really anybody's series, but the Chippewas have not had a great year this year from seasons prior that we've seen them in. Last year they struggled a little bit too, and you can tell by their record right now. They're 5-11. They're really trying to find their rhythm and find their game.
Yeah, before the game yesterday, they were on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at some of their results. They all play good teams, and for the Chippewas, they just have to find some momentum. I believe that their last series was a split. They lost the first game 1-3, and then they won the second game 4-0. They played against Robert Morris. That was last week, November the 7th and the 8th. So they're in close games. They're competing. They're battling. They have a good squad. They just need to put a full 60 together and see if they can take one.
Yeah, we'll be able to see if they can do that today in the Arrington Ice Arena as the starting lineups are being announced for both squads, now for the Bulldogs. Starting in net today for the Bulldogs today will be Peyton Langer, though.
Yeah, Langer's been fantastic this season. You look at his record so far. Yesterday he stopped 49 out of 51 shots. That's a lot of rubber to see his way. Got to 5-1-0 on the season. Expect another big one here this afternoon.
Yeah, and we're going to step aside for a moment for the national anthem, but you can catch Puck Drop right here on ACTV.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Welcome back to the AIA. There is about a minute and a half left on the clock before this first puck drop, as the Chippewas are huddling around their net. Bulldogs huddling around their bench. Getting locked in for this game. Try to see who will be able to come out on top. Like we said in the open, the Bulldogs came away with a 7-2 victory yesterday at Central Michigan. So the Chippewas will be looking to split the series and take game 2 here in Adrian. Darnell steps into the circle for the Bulldogs, and Galax for the Chippewas, as the Bulldogs win the opening puck drop and sent into the zone. And now Alfonsi has it knocked away from him, and it clears the zone. Back to get it, Sergeyev. Now Allen. Knocked away momentarily. Back to Dorsch. Sends it up. No icing to be called as it was touched. And right behind the net, nobody home, trying to center it. Now behind the net, retreating. Now here come the Chippewas and Johnson. Skates around some defenders on the right side. Skates behind, has it knocked away. Johnson gets it back. Shot wide right, covered by Langer.
Good for Langer to pick up that puck. Took an awkward kick off the back of the boards there and bounced over his net. Always aware and on top of his game. And a couple of moments ago, you saw the play from Isaac Gleisner behind the net. Almost cost his team one early as he fumbled the puck underneath the red line. He was lucky to come away unscathed.
As the Bulldogs come away with the face-off win again. This time it's Schmidt, sends it in. Back behind the net, stuck in the netting. Now it's in front of the net, nobody home. Now Walsh keeps it in. Turnaround shot wide left. Rebound Sergeyev. Tries to center it, gets deflected, taken away now. Zaraki. Now Levine has it. His shot deflected, kicked away. Rebound, nobody home.
Good early save by Langer to kick out that right side pad.
Now a pass ahead, intercepted by Kamara. Sent all the way in. Walsh gets it. Sends it ahead to Schmidt. Gets slammed into the boards. Now Hutton has it taken away, and now it's Dom. Scally has on the left side. Gets in the middle. Knocked away. That was Witten. Gets it behind the net. Now it's taken away again. Sent back in. McCray get it. Dom unable to keep it in. Milanich has to go back and get it. And it's turned over at the blue line. Dom behind the net. Sends it up to the middle. Unable to handle it. And taken away. Now another turnover in the neutral zone. Gleisner comes out from net. Now Dom keeps it in at the blue line. Ahead to Terrian. Has it deflected and knocked away from him. Foster gets it to Kuhn. Knocked away. And an offsides called.
It seems like the Bulldogs a little bit flat-footed to start the first number of minutes in this first period. Not really holding on to possession yet. Don't have any shots registered in their shot column on the scoreboard, but trying to find their footing and see if they can put one in the back of the net.
As the Chippewas win this draw, Kamara to Morgan. Gallix gets stood up at the blue line and taken away by Dorsch behind the net. Across the ice, that's Claiborne. Has it knocked away from him, but able to keep it in. Allen. Allen gets pressured and turns it over, but taken right back by Dorsch. Skating around in the neutral zone, up to Barber. Sends it in, gets his own rebound, stood up. Taken away once again, sent back in by Darnell. And now Johnson has it. Loses control of it momentarily. Now coming away with it and turned over in the neutral zone. Slammed in the boards. Zaraki has on the left side. Turns around, nobody home. Sends it back underneath. Kick save. And it's cleared and sent all the way down the ice.
That's another big stop that the Bulldogs are going to be really happy with Peyton Langer. outstretched that right pad twice now on both shots that he's seen, keeping this an even 0-0 game.
Sorrell gets slammed into the boards. Alfonsi gets it. Now Shadell has it turned over. Some back and forth play to begin the game as the puck's dancing behind the net. Taken now and centering pass, knocked away but scores! Morgan able to just get it top shelf.
Well, the Chippewas taking advantage of their early offense here as a sloppy play underneath the red line. Bulldogs can't control it. They send it to the slot. Wide open in front of the crease is Brennan Morgan, and no doubt about that one. He goes upstairs, and the Chippewas control the game early. It's 1-0.
Dom has it at the blue line, has it knocked away momentarily. Back retreating is Grelot. Gets it ahead. Now Morgan again has it knocked away. And Bulldogs trying to make something happen. Now it's back behind the net with Schmidt. It's in front of the net, knocked away. Shot, scores! Rolandhagen off the deflection.
That definitely hit a piece of something in front, but Ty Rolandhagen with the response for the Bulldogs. You saw it. They turned up the ice immediately after that puck drop. Good cycle down low. This first one was inches away from going in, and a little fadeaway slap shot. Gets behind the netminder and Isaac Gleisner, and we're even up at 1, 14:04 left to go in the first period.
Just seconds after the Central Michigan score, Bulldogs answer right back.
I believe, too, if they credit the goal to Rolandhagen, that's going to be his first ACHA goal with the Bulldogs. So we'll wait for the announcement to see what we get.
Now Androsh sends one wide right. Sergeyev gave chase. Now Androsh has it turned over in front of the net. But now Central turns it back over. Androsh gives chase. Unable to keep it in. And now it's a battle in the neutral zone. Foster comes away with it. A 3-on-3 opportunity is shot, kicked away, and sent into the netting.
I think that was deflected into the glove of Langer. Looked like he was trying to use that left side shoulder to redirect the puck into the corner, as you were alluding to, but took a little bit of an awkward bounce. But luckily the goalie Trapper stopping that one, and Langer puts it into the trash can.
As McNamara comes away with this draw. Now Gallix. Johnson weaving around. Gallix sends it back in, but turned over. Battling on the near side boards. And an icing called as it snuck all the way down the ice.
You know, one good thing about the Bulldogs this season is they've really come into their own from seasons prior. They're very, very successful so far, and they've got a good group on the bench. Their coaching staff is able to lead them in the right direction just about every game. And right now, the Bulldogs, with a good response, had to try and fight their way back in early. Didn't have the best start to this first period, but they're starting to pick up the pace.
As Scally sends it up to Witt, has it knocked away from him. And now Johnson has it, stood up, sends Sorella into the boards. Now Walsh stood up. Sorella goes back to get it, turns it over, kicked in front of the net, wide shot. Winton sends it across the ice to Bennett. Tyrion unable to keep it in.
Are getting confirmation now, too, that Roland Hagen got the credit for the goal.
And then a shot and score by Scally. Makes it 2-1 in favor of the Bulldogs.
Just when the Dogs needed it, they get another to add to their day. This is a great play to keep this in on the blue line. Sweet slip move in the slot. Low blocker. Goalie's worst nightmare right there. Turnover on the blue line for a center lane rush. Bulldogs make it 2-1, 8 minutes into the first.
2 goals on 3 shots for the Bulldogs. And now Levine has the puck, sends it ahead, hop. It's across the ice. Shot kicked away. Able to keep it in. Kamara. Now coming away with it, Tyrion gets slammed into the boards. Cuthbertson. Now Tyrion sends it across the ice. Dom sends one in. Gleisner comes out, gets it off. Hop. Up to Levine, sends it in. Garbolinski gave chase. Dom takes away, but Garbolinski comes right back with it. Darnell sends it cross ice. Claiborne unable to handle it. Alfonsi unable to handle the pass. Back behind the net. Shot deflected. And it's battled around in front. Still being kicked around. Now Darnell has it. Skates around his defenders. Tries to center it, nobody home. And now Alfonsi has it turned over on the blue line. Alfonsi has it. Backhander in front. Goes behind the net and taken now. Morgan has it. Gets it ahead. Martinsky on a 1-on-4. Allen sends it back. Sergeyev turns it over at the red line. Battling along the boards. Puck just sitting there. Wrist shot. Blocked. Now coming to get it is Schmidt. Sends it up to Sergeyev on the left side. His shot patted away. And now Martinsky. Whistle blows.
I think they're going to call this one a high stick, and probably a good time for the Chippewas to get a whistle. They were starting to get hemmed into their own defensive zone. The Bulldogs really coming alive here and just about halfway through this first period.
And just a reminder, we want you to stay connected with all the action by following at Adrian College TV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow at Adrian College TV today. As the shot is kicked away, but still battling in front. It's not covered, and now Johnson comes away with it. Bennett gives chase. Walsh. Centering pass, nobody home. Now Sorrell has it. Gets it to Scally. Johnson unable to handle it. Gleisner comes out. And an icing called.
Yeah, but they're going to change the location of the face-off here. they didn't see that Gleisner had come out of his net to stop the puck as they were blowing a whistle for icing. So if he had stayed in the blue paint, it would go all the way down, but they're going to take this draw at center ice instead.
Maybe a break for the Bulldogs here. As Kamara comes away with it. Sends it up. Battling at the blue line. Now Levine sends it in. Now Zaraki has it behind the net. Sticks poking at it by the Bulldogs. Trying to clear it. And it finally does get cleared. Now Witten has it. Knocked away from him momentarily. Now Scally tries to center it. Off to Roland Hagen. Now Levine has it. Sends it up off the boards. Dom gives chase. Tyrion tips it into the zone. Claiborne first one to it, but it's knocked away. Able to pin it along the boards. Now taken away. Cuthbertson. Now sent back in. Chippewa's having a hard time clearing it. As that one goes up into the netting.
Love to see the hustle from Walker Claiborne on that last play. Was able to cancel out the icing and beat the Chippewas to the loose puck. Able to keep play going. So stay on this next shift with Nick Thierin and Owen Barber.
Another Chippewa win in the face-off circle. Foster sends it back in behind the net. Grelot. Foster has it taken away. Claiborne behind the net. Circling around. In front, unable to handle it was Barber. Dances around. Now Marshall. Fisher has it. His slap shot off the stick. Now Claiborne goes after it. Sent back in. Allen has it. Gets it. Dorsch whiffs on the pass. No icing called. Darnell. Turnaround shot. Not going to happen. Now Alfonsi has it knocked away. Fisher has it again. But it's knocked away by Shadell.
It's the second time the Bulldogs have raced their way to a loose puck to cancel out an icing, just showing the tenacity and real hustle and speed from their lines.
Now Alfonsi gives a chase. Sent into the boards, keeps his footing. Back behind the net. Fonzie battling. Coming away with his Johnson. Speeds ahead. And his centering pass knocked away.
I don't know if Langer got a piece of that or not, but he slid across and was definitely there in time. Almost a costly mistake for the Bulldogs. Can't give a 2-on-1 up in that situation, but good move from Jace Johnson, the junior, to beat the Bulldog defense.
Shadell gets stood up. Now Johnson again. This time knocked away. Taken by Shadell. Alfonsi. Wrist shot kicked away. Unable to keep it in is Sorrells, but sends it back in. Johnson has it. Skips it ahead. Zaraki. Now it's stolen. Sergiev behind the net. Gets it across the ice. Shot knocked away. But battling in front of the net. Able to keep it in. Walsh. His shot knocked away, and here comes Zaraki. His pass deflected.
Bulldogs are going to get called here. And I think it's Max Sorrell who's going to go to the box. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be interference. Let's see what the call is. That's a rough instead. Chippewas will get a late power play chance here in the first period. 3:59 to go in the frame. Still trailing by 1. Good chance for them to try and even up the score.
As the Bulldogs win this, and it's turned over right in front. And now Morgan has it. Deflected away. Center, it's in front of the net, scores! Levine able to tie this one up at 2.
Well, I don't know if this hit a doohickey in the ice or something, but this just absolutely vanished through the pads of Langer. You'll see the shot from the point goes off right there, and he's definitely down covering on top of it, and it slides through, and Bulldogs can't pick up the loose change in front of the net. And on the power play, Central Michigan has tied it with 3:44 left to go in the first.
15 seconds into the power play. And we're back to 5-on-5 action. Bennett wins the faceoff. Langer comes out to get it. Dom pins it against the boards. Now Scally nearly turns it over. Scally gives chase. Miller, his wrist shot deflected. Dom. And now Garbolinski McCray loses it at the blue line. Roland Hagen has it with 3 minutes left to play in this first period. Witten skates around. Sent in by Roland Hagen, kicked away. Dom has it. Whiffs on his pass. Hutton. And the shot deflected up into the netting.
Bulldogs are going to need to weather the storm for the next 2 minutes and 36 seconds after that last goal that they gave up on the PK. They didn't have the best start to the first period and then started to come alive, and in the past number of minutes it's Central who has come back with a good response to try and generate some offense. A couple of loose pucks in front of the net and some odd man rushes to add at that as well. Bulldogs definitely need to be careful here.
Sent along the boards. Now Alfonsi has it. Sends it up the ice. Taken by Cuthbertson. Shadell tries to center it. The shot appeared to go off the post. It's a big hit. Dorsch, his shot deflected. Cuthbertson gets the rebound. No. On the blue line, cleared. Dorsch. Shadell gets a rebound. Pinned along the boards. Now sent all the way down the ice. Allen gives chase. Minute and a half remaining in this first period. Sergeyev taps it in. Levine gets to the head. Hop. Zaraki. Now a shot bodied up.
Another good save from Peyton Langer. He's done his job so far. The 2 goals that have gone in past him, really not his fault at all. Just defensive mental errors in front of him. As a goalie, of course, it's frustrating to get scored on, but not goals that are really necessarily on you.
As a shot clears in front of him. Now Grelot. It's tapped in. Sergeyev gives chase. Grelot trying to clear it. unable to do so. Shot is deflected. Now Schmidt tries to center it, nobody home. Here comes Levine, a 1-on-3, just flips it in. 30 seconds remain. Sergeyev taps it in, Grelot's gonna go get it. Couple Bulldogs there stopping the puck. Grelot has it. And now Morgan got behind the Bulldogs defense. His shot, glove save by Langer.
That's a good late glove snag by Peyton Langer to freeze this with 5 seconds left in the period. He's certainly been on top of his game today.
As the Bulldogs change lines, and so do the Chippewas. And the puck gets cleared, which will effectively end the period.
Not enough time for Nick Darien to try and get that open breakaway. If he had maybe 2 or 3 more seconds on the clock, probably could have gotten a shot off, but no dice for him as we're through 20 minutes of play, tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, it's been a great period. Scores even, shots on goal even. So, by the scorebooks, very even game of hockey being played so far, but the play on the ice has been a little bit different.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, it's been back and forth action the entire way. The Chippewas opened up the scoring. The Bulldogs were able to find a response with 2 goals of their own, and they take a penalty late in that first period that resulted in a power play goal for Central Michigan, and they took advantage of the opportunities that they've had. A lot different of a game from yesterday. The Chippewas didn't see their second goal until really late in the third period, and now they have 2 in this one, and a lot closer of a game, so I'm sure there's going to be some talks in the locker room and some regrouping to be done for Adrian College.
Yeah, no doubt. It's kind of shaping up like what the series was last year, just back and forth action between both squads. No team really able to find their footing in that first 20 minutes.
Well, I think you can expect for the start of the second period, at least, for the Bulldogs to come out absolutely flying. This is a team that probably knows that they should be ahead in this game and not tied up at 2 apiece. So if there's anything that I know about this squad for this year and how hungry that they are, they're going to come out really, really fast and hard and try and bury a couple early.
Yeah, and with that being said, we're going to take a break for the first intermission, but you can catch the second 20 minutes of action right here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jebby is like a consolidated platform where I can have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
Welcome back to the AIA. The score is knotted up at 2, and the shots on goal are also tied at 10. Lots of action that we saw in that first period. Herm, can you break down what we saw from both teams there?
Well, it was a fast start for Central Michigan. They got off to the scoring early. They were able to open up the game and make it 1-0 pretty early on in that first period. The Bulldogs, though, would waste no time in finding a response, tied it up off a goal from Ty Rolenhagen, his first ACHA collegiate goal, made it 1-1, and then shortly after that, the Bulldogs would go up by another goal and make it 2-1. And late in that first period, we saw a penalty that would essentially go against the Bulldogs' favor because they would get scored on said penalty, and that leaves us at the score that we have now, 2-2. It's a tight one. It's been fast and good action on both ends of the ice.
Yeah, it has. Both squads hungry. Central Michigan, of course, coming off of a 7-2 loss yesterday to these Bulldogs, trying to even up the season series between these two. Adrian looking to sweep the series. Just about set to play in this second period. As both squads are in their final pump-up huddles before the period starts. Both squads poised and ready to go. And the second period's underway. Shadell sends it in. Grillo turns it over. Alfonsi. And now Darnell tries to center it. Nobody home. And now here comes Johnson with Morgan on his right. Wrist shot covered up by Langer.
Good save from Langer, and how about the speed from number 11 and Jace Johnson ripping up that left side wing. A nice snapshot off his forehand, and follow-up save from Langer keeps us a 2-2 game. Our first whistle 24 seconds into the second period.
Central got off to a fast start in this one, just like they did in that first period. We'll see if that aggression leads to a goal here. But instead, Allen able to clear it. Alfonsi sends it in. Hop goes after it. Grillo comes away with it now. Levine tries to get it up. Allen, delayed whistle, and here it is.
It's going to be icing, go all the way back down. We'll give the Bulldogs an offensive zone chance here. You see some adjustment on the lines that we have. Normally, Shadell is playing with Andras, but it's Sergeyev, Schmidt, and Andras on the forward line. See if this combo can make something happen.
Unable to keep it in was Allen. And then another icing, and we'll go right back down and do it again.
Same face-off on that left dot to our near side, right on the glass.
Referee pointing at the Chippewa players, trying to get them aligned. Now Sergeyev. Andras behind the net. Turns it over. Levine has it. Gets it to Zaraki. Sent into the boards. No, Dorsch sends it along. Schmidt. McCray. Tries to get it around. Sergeyev takes it over, though. Sent back in. Andras sends McCray into the boards. But now here come the Chippewas, and turned over along the blue line. Dorsch gets it to Sergeyev.
It was a sloppy play from the Chippewas. They would have had a nice 2-on-1 odd man opportunity if they had converted on their passing. Just couldn't quite hold on to it.
Now Sergeyev sends it in. And it's turned over at the blue line. Able to keep it in with Scally. Now it's in front of the net. Bounces around. Morgan comes away with it now. Tries to clear it. Bennett takes it back. Now it clears the blue line. Alfonsi sends it in. That's Witten. And Witten stands up McCray. Marshall. Numbers if they hurry. Instead turned over at the red line. Bennett with a one-on-one. Turns. Gets it back across the ice. Now, big collision in front of the Adrian bench. Martinsky gets hit from behind, no whistle. But it's battling around in front. Stop.
Oh my goodness, what a save.
Wow.
Wow, Peyton Langer take a bow for that one.
Now racing ahead is Scally, gets it turned over. Martinsky has it. 1-on-3, now turns into a 2-on-3. Now it's kicked away. Terrian stays in. Unable to clear it. Marshall has it. Now it finally clears. Barber gets stood up. Now Terrian sends it in. Claiborne goes after it. Now it's Barber. Send it in front. Score! Walker Claiborne off the assist from Owen Barber.
How about this sweet pass from underneath the red line? Bulldogs chip it in deep. This all starts with the save from Langer, surfing around down low. No looker right in front. Claiborne saying cowabunga. He was surfing in the offensive zone right in front of the paint. Bulldogs take the lead 3-2.
Wow, what a goal. What a series of events the past couple of minutes that we just saw.
Start off with that save from Peyton Langer, flashing the leather with the waffle on his right hand. I mean, that goal does not happen if Langer doesn't come up with that stop. That's a big one, and hopefully the Bulldogs can build some momentum going forward.
Now racing ahead is Morgan. No icing to be called. And now here comes Darnell on a 2-on-1. Turns into a 2-on-2. Darnell slows down. Turns it over. But now it's taken back a wrist shot. And rebounding in front. Still knocked around. Coming away with it now is Johnson. Have numbers if they hurry. And then a glove save from the shot of Johnson.
Langer is feeling it right now. Flashing the leather. Snap of the trapper. And I'm sure he's going to get some stick taps from his teammates as they head his way for the faceoff in the D zone. We talked about it yesterday, had a stellar game. And today he's really come up large.
Now it's battling in front. Hop has his shot deflected. Rebound by Allen. Androsh gets it to Dorsch. Sends it ahead, clears. No icing. Androsh. And bounced around by Schmidt. Has it behind the net. Sends it back in. Now Sergeyev to Allen. Kicks it to keep it in. Dances around. Allen around the net. Gets it to Schmidt. His shot wide left. Now Androsh. Up to Allen. His wrister off. Rebound Dorsch by Schmidt. Kicked around in front. Allen keeps it in. Stick on the ice. Now it's Sergeyev. Gets knocked down. Allen unable to keep it in. Now Levine has it. Dorsch takes it away.
It's a good back check from Dorsch to be able to get there in time to stop that chance. Love the hustle from the Bulldogs. They've been all over the ice.
And now in front of the net, some fancy puck play as Dom gets sent into the boards. And the whistle.
I think they're going to say this deflected up into the protective netting. And you're talking about that pass from Sholem Andrush. things we're used to seeing him do in these kinds of games. Is a very skillful player. Loves to make crafty plays and set his teammates up.
Garbolinski slammed into the boards. Dom pins it against the board. Reaching for it. Poking at it. Bishop comes away with it momentarily. Taken away by Bennett. Sends it in behind the net. Slammed to the ground. Now it's pinned up against the boards once again. Coming away with it now. A wrist shot kicked away. And now it's taken away by Morgan.
Oh, this is not a penalty I necessarily agree with. This is going to get called a slash against the Bulldogs. And to me, it kind of just looked like a loose puck that number 23 and Ty Rolandhagen was trying to chop for. And unfortunately for him, he made some contact with the shaft of the stick and knocked it out of a Chippewa hands. So Central Michigan's going to get a power play here, their second of the evening.
And they're already 1 for 1. Scored 15 seconds into their first one. We'll see how the Bulldogs respond. Now it's a kick save. And now Zaraki behind the net. Centers it, unable to handle is Levine. Morgan. Zaraki. Grimes has it at the top. Able to keep it in momentarily. And now sent all the way down the ice. Grimes comes away with it. Gets up to Gallix. Skates all the way around. Looking for something to set up. Off to Grimes. Looking. Shot saved momentarily. Dancing around. Puck is just loose in front of the net. And now Darnell goes after it. And trying to get it ahead, it goes up into the netting.
You know, on that last play there, Bulldogs really need to tighten up in the D zone. They're giving the Chippewas too many opportunities on top of the crease. And you've seen it on the other side, too. The Chippewas also not defending their net front as well. It's going to be key for the rest of this game. You've seen a lot of the goals that have been scored have been inside of the dots, which is primetime scoring area.
Now Kamara gets it back. Johnson races ahead. Back behind the net. Johnson still has it. Gets it off. Now it's Kamara. Back to Johnson. And stood up. Bulldogs able to take it away momentarily. And now it's taken away. Owen Barber races after it. Five seconds left on the penalty. Johnson races ahead, has it knocked away. Great penalty kill from the Bulldogs there. Now it's Scally, has it knocked away. Now Shadell has it back. Skates around, has it knocked away. Johnson has it once again. Now it's Marshall. Unable to handle it. Just sends it in. Dom sends it ahead. Kamara has it, sends it back into the net, or back into the zone. Martinsky has it. His wrist shot deflected off. Now a shot by Miller deflected. Now Kuhn kicked away. Puck still bouncing around in front. Dom unable to glove it. And it's bouncing around still. Trying to clear it. finally able to get there. Hands go up, and it's an icing.
Again, another instance where the Bulldogs got to watch out for where they're setting up in the D zone. Saw 3 or 4 shots off that last shift that have been in tight on Langer, and he stood tall. But if you can force everybody to the outside and really make them shoot from the perimeter, that's certainly more favorable than the chances they're giving up at the moment.
Grimes sends it back in. Shadell. Dom. And now with it, unable to keep his footing, was Sergeyev. Bouncing around again in front. And turned over. Kick save. Levine tries to get the rebound. And it's knocked away. Here comes Shadell. A 1-on-4. Shadell slammed into the boards. Grelot has it. Knocked away in the neutral zone. Sent ahead. And sent all the way back in to the zone. And now Sorrell has it, knocked away from him. Bennett. Now Gallix. Up to Johnson. Races ahead. And it's a great save by Langer.
That's another big stop from number 1 in Gray. Bulldogs give some space for an offensive zone rush, and using all areas of his body to make that save. There might have been a second follow-up. Langer just doing his thing here this afternoon at the AIA.
As we await personnel changes for the Bulldogs. They come away with his Dom. Across the ice. Shadell. Blocker save. And a big collision in the corner.
This is going to be a penalty against the Bulldogs. And you heard some reaction from the crowd. This is another one that I'm not really sure that I agree with. It seemed like a innocent open ice collision, and Max Sorrell is going to go back to the box again. Third power play of the day for Central Michigan. They've run into some penalty trouble. 8:11 left to go here in the second period.
1 for 2 on the afternoon. And now a wrister deflected away. Grimes gets the rebound. Then it's then cleared. It's not all the way down the ice. Morgan goes after it. Grimes sets up behind the net. Up to Johnson. And errant pass. Siraki now takes it away at the blue line. Waits for his team to cross. And Alfonsi knocks it away. Now Darnell has it. A 1-on-0. His wrist shot deflected away. Saved.
I think Darnell had a little bit more space to operate than he had thought, but the smart shot just to take that shorthanded, seeing if he could put it by number 30 and Isaac Gleisner.
Working along the boards. That's Dom. Now it's kicked away. And here come the Bulldogs. That's Dorsch. Sends it across the ice. Deflected in front of Schmidt.
Good heads-up play from Dorsch to send that cross ice, trying to hit Schmidt. Would have had open space if it wasn't deflected.
35 seconds left in the penalty. Here comes Johnson. Skates around his defenders. Up to Kamara. Bishop unable to handle it. And then wrist shot, gloved and saved again by Langer.
Another big spot Another big stop for Peyton Langer. Stop 20 out of 22 so far today. It's felt like a lot more because the scoring chances sent his way, certainly quality from the Chippewas.
Johnson has it blocked by a multitude of people. Johnson has it back and sent all the way back down the ice, effectively ending this power play opportunity.
I think there's one player that you got to watch out for the Chippewas. It's the guy with the puck right now, Johnson. Seen a number of opportunities for him as he's going to take this one.
And this one knocked away. Kamara gets the rebound. So trying to send it ahead. Bahop takes it away. Sends it, centers it. Deflected away. Kamara. Back into Johnson. Roland Hagen comes away with it. Gets it up off the glass. Witten, first one to it. Dumps it off for Scally. Taken away, and now it's Morgan. And then a shot just off the shoulder, still bouncing around. Morgan sends it way ahead. Kicked back in. And Gleisner comes out to get it. Bounces around. And hands go out for an icing. Don't just dream about college, experience it. Bulldog 101 gives future Bulldogs a full day on campus with tours, receptions, and more. Register now at www.adrian.edu/admissions/visit-campus/Bulldog101. Now going after it, Hop, able to keep it in. Now Shadell centering. Andros unable to capitalize. Kept in momentarily by Allen, but it's knocked away. Now Darnell has it, dances around, dumps it off. Alfonsi unable to capitalize on a netminder Gleisner underneath.
Wow, that was two open nets for the Bulldogs that they couldn't capitalize on, and Alfonsi with both attempts.
Now Darnell has it again. His turnaround shot wide. Rebound by Dorsch. All the way in. Alfonsi tries to center it and covered up by Gleisner.
Got some extra fisticuffs after the whistle, too. Looks like Max Shadell. And some penalties on the play as well. I don't know if they're going to take both or just Shadell. But he got jumped after the whistle, and he's going to be sent to the box. So two open nets for the Bulldogs that they can't stuff. And then Shadell takes a cross-checking penalty. Chippewas back to a 5-on-4 power play again. Bulldogs just really having trouble staying out of the box here in the second period.
And that's been a tradition of them this season, just a whole bunch of penalties that we've seen this team take. As now Grimes has it. Off to Morgan, back to Grimes. Whiffs on his pass. Now behind the net, Zaraki tries to center it. Backhand shot, knocked away. Gallix. Now Morgan goes after it. Dom takes it away and pins it along the board. Androsh. Now Morgan again. Up top to Grimes. Wrist shot wide left.
Didn't seem like Langer saw that one the entire way. Might have had some screens in front of him.
Dom takes it away momentarily, then gets tripped up. It's in front of the net. Backhander knocked away. And Zaraki gets the rebound. Gallix off to Morgan. Centering pass. No one home. Levine tries to get it to Morgan. That's deflected away. Gallix. Shot goes up into the netting behind the net.
It's a good time for the Bulldogs to make some changes. They still have 42 seconds of penalty time to kill off. Chippewas were doing a great job in the offensive zone at taking as many chances as they could find. Their power play has worked well.
As both teams have new lines out there. Kamara dumps off to Johnson. His shot scores. Just a ripped shot right past the right side of Langer. And another power play goal for the Chippewas.
Well, it was only a matter of time for the Bulldogs on this power play. Chippewas cycle, they wait, they drop it back for Johnson, who's played a great game today, and Jace Johnson, no doubt about that one. Nothing that Peyton Langer could do.
Now Allen goes after it. We're knotted up again at 3. Along the boards, Terrian goes after it. Allen has it. His wrist shot deflected up in front, kicked away. Now Dorsch. McCray whips it around. Allen able to keep it in. Claiborne, his shot deflected in front. Allen unable to keep it in. Dorsch goes to get it back. Gets tripped up. And then a shot off the blocker.
Langer saving the day again.
As the puck is pinned along the boards. Terrian comes away with it. Sends it all the way up. Allen retreats to get it. Dancing around Claiborne, tries to clear it. Grimes, his shot deflected right into Langer.
You have to feel for Peyton Langer. In this one, he's been left out on a number of chances. He's done everything that he could to keep his team in the game, and is really one of the main factors why we're still tied up.
Grimes tries to send it back in. Dom takes it away. Darnell gets up to Andros, or Alfonsi. His shot wide left. Darnell tries to keep it in. Alfonsi pinned along the boards. Gets up to Foster. And stood up at the blue line. And now Dom retreats to get it. Under a minute to play here in the second period. Turned over in front of the net. Centering pass, nobody home. Now here comes Shadell. Tries to get it off to Alfonsi, unable to do so. And here comes Grelot. 2-on-2 opportunity. His shot kicked away. Bulldogs try to clear it. Foster tries to send it in. Just sitting in the neutral zone. Dom. 10 seconds remain. And a whistle, I believe it's an offsides. .8 seconds remain.
Now this faceoff, I believe, should be all the way down the ice because it was a delayed offsides on Central Michigan, but the officials are deciding to take it in the neutral zone for some reason.
And it's taken away. Sorrell sends it up. And as the puck skates to the other side of the ice, the buzzer sounds, and it's 3-3 through 2. Saw some great play from both teams there. Knotted up once again, 3-3. A power play goal coming from Central, and an even strength from Adrian. Some good play from both squads, like I just said. Goaltending has been incredible. Herm, can you break down a little bit more of that period?
Yeah, well, there were some plays that were good and there were some plays that were not so good on both ends of the ice. And one of the things that sticks out to me like a sore thumb is the lack of defense in front of both goaltenders in Peyton Langer as well as Isaac Leisner. There's been no protection in between the dots on both ends of the ice in the defensive zone. And if one team is going to find a win here, it's going to be whoever protects the house better for the next 20 minutes in this third period. A lot of the opportunities right on top of the paint, right in the danger areas where you don't want the puck. Aside from maybe that last goal, that was a drive from basically the top of the blue line, though there was some screening in front of Langer there. It's been difficult to be a goaltender on the ice today.
Yeah, it sure has. Puck going back and forth between the boards, just like you said, a whole bunch of screens bouncing around the puck. But we will take a break for the second intermission, but you can catch the final 20 minutes right here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevy is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. It's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News & World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Welcome back to the AIA. We have 2.5 minutes left of this intermission, and then 20 minutes left of regular play action. We are knotted up at 3, but as we see, the shots on goal differential, Central Michigan leads 29-25, and it was tied at 10 after the first period.
Well, a couple of those shots likely are going to come off the last power play that they had. Were able to rip the puck around the zone and get some more scoring opportunities. But Bulldogs right in this one. They're tied up at, like you were mentioning, Michael, 3-3 game. It's really anybody's tilt at this point. Back and forth action on both ends.
Yeah, it's like you just mentioned, back and forth action. Some mental mistakes that we've seen from both squads, turning it over in their own zone, leading to, as we've seen, a couple of goals for Central throughout these first 2 periods. So the Bulldogs definitely will need to continue to work on those as we head into this third period.
Yeah, this is going to be a game decided by whoever's tighter in the defensive zone. We've been talking about it all afternoon long. A lot of the better scoring chances that we've seen from both of these teams' offenses have come within the dots, inside the hash marks and on top of the paint. If you can push everybody to the outside and make them shoot from distance rather than in tight and looking for those rebounds, you're going to do a lot better. And you've seen a lot of traffic in front of Peyton Langer all afternoon long as well. Bulldogs are going to have to clear out bodies in front of him as well because he stood tall and he's really been playing a great game.
Yeah, been sprawling out, diving to his left, diving to his right, sticking his foot up in the air to make a save as about halfway through that second period. Incredible job that we've seen from Langer so far in this one. But we've also seen a great job from Gleisner on the other side for Central Michigan. But now Darnell has it knocked away. Appears to be an offsides, even though it didn't appear to have the puck left the blue line. If it did, it was by about a half an inch. As the puck skates in. Johnson. Sorrell has to work along the blue line. It's knocked up into the air. Darnell has it. Sends it ahead. And then an icing called 30 seconds into this third period.
Yep, we'll take our face-off back to our lefts. And the Chippewas have the decision on whether they want the left or the right face-off circle. Looks like they're opting for the right.
And once again, in this third period, an early icing call within the first 30 seconds as a shot wide right. But rebound score by Zaraki. And right out of the face-off.
Yeah, this is one of the worst bounces that you're going to see. The point shot was well wide, but hit the boards perfectly, and we talked about it. Trailers in front of the net. Zaraki was all by himself, and he was able to stuff that behind Peyton Langer for the second time today. Central Michigan Chippewas have regained their lead.
And they're playing with a lot more energy now after that goal. And it's now being bounced around. Androsh sent it in, but Allen. Levine knocks it away. And now Schmidt, his wrist shot off the glove wide. Allen gets the rebound. Able to keep it in momentarily. Allen sends one in.
That should be interference.
But instead, Dorsch has it, gets it ahead. Schmidt has it knocked away. Levine. Dorsch unable to handle it. Sends it underneath to Androsh. Looks to get it in front of the net. Allen unable to keep it in as it sneaks out. And now puck just bouncing around. Androsh knocked away from him. Gets pinched. And back up with it is Dorsch. Scally has his wrist shot deflected. Rebound goes to Allen. But it's cleared now. Dom has to retreat to get it. Bouncing around. Dom once again has it. Retreats behind his own net. And now turns it over. And the wrist shot kicked by Bennett. Now Scally has it. Gets it ahead to Bennett. It's knocked away though. Now Scally has it. Gets it off to Malinich. A Bulldog on the ice. Dom sends it ahead to himself. His slap shot kicked away. Now Foster comes away with it. Puts on a move. Now Langer has to slap it away. Able to keep it in for the time being. Now Darnell has it. Gets it back to Milanic. And it's turned over once again. Foster gives chase. His turnaround slap shot wide. Able to be kept in. And now the Bulldogs have a one-on-one. Turns into a one-on-two now. And it's now poked away. Now Kuhn sends it all the way down the length of the ice. No icing called. Darnell gets up to Alfonsi. Alfonsi tries to center it, nobody home. Backhand shot. And now Johnson on the breakaway. Skates around And a great save by Langer again. Alfonsi has it. Retreats. Sends it across the ice now. Milanich. Or that's Sorrell. And it's a shot, but it's covered up by Gleisner.
Good shot from Sorrell to try and beat Gleisner glove side. And again, we saw on the rush before that, Jace Johnson, who has been a thorn in the side of the Bulldogs, able to penetrate the D, get a quick breakaway, almost put it behind Langer, but another big stop from number 1.
As the puck bounces around, it's in front, rebound, score for Andras.
Solium Andras gets it done again, and we talked about going to the net. This is exactly what we needed to see from the Bulldogs. Taking advantage of a loose puck, shot from the outside, juicy rebound in front of the net, and waiting poised and ready to go was Solium Andras. He's going to get his 10th goal of the season. And we're back even 4 apiece with 15:47 left to go in the third.
Another rebound goal in this one. Seen a lot of them today. Both in the two in this period have been off rebounds. As this one's sent down the length of the ice. No icing called.
Wow. That's another missed call there.
But now here comes Sergeyev. His shot deflected up into the netting.
You see Peyton Langer to our left is very visibly frustrated, and rightfully so. That should be an icing call there. The Bulldog bench having some words with the officials. The puck was shot in well before the center ice red line, and they waved it off, I guess, because Bulldogs defense got to it too quickly.
No, a shot is deflected. Kept in. Now Claiborne behind the net. Tries to get it in. Now Simons dances around. Sends it back in. Barber gives chase, but it's taken away. Now Bishop sneaks away behind the defense. Numbers are not there, but it's deflected in by Garbolinski.
Again, a drive to the net. You see this opportunity start. Pull-up move there from Bishop. Sent it right to the front. No coverage. And it just barely gets behind Peyton Langer. Chippewa's on top again now. It's 5-4. Man, oh man, has this game been back and forth all evening long.
And it even looked like Garbolinski got a full stick on it, just off the end of it, as the Chippewas are on the push up once again. Dom pins it along the boards, battling for it. Coming away with it now, Sorrell. It's knocked up into the sky. Darnell gets it to Alfonsi. Now Shadell, a one-on-one opportunity. Dances around, but it's knocked away. Gleisner pokes at it. Wrist shot, turnaround wide. Darnell to Sorrell. Sorrell's shot deflected. Kick save. Sorrell unable to keep it in. He'll have to retreat. Sends it all the way back in. Now Kamara, Sorrell. Kamara gives chase. And knocked around in front. Sloppy puck play. But now Schmidt gets pinned up along the boards. Sergeyev skates in, but tries to split his defenders, gets stood up. And now a backhand shot blocked. Schmidt gets his own rebound. Arm goes up, we'll have a delayed penalty. And the Bulldogs have 6 on the ice now. And it's now blown dead after a turnover.
This is a big chance for the Bulldogs. Going to the box is going to be Daniel Martinsky. And it's hit from behind, so he'll have to sit down for 2 minutes. But I think the Bulldogs here just have to make the simple plays. They're starting to do a little bit too much with the puck, trying to dance through the Chippewa defenders.
First power play opportunity for the Bulldogs today. No, it's Dorsch. His wrist shot kicked away. Sergeyev. And it's knocked around. Langer comes out of his net to get it. Now Dorsch to Darnell. Now Sergeyev pins it along the boards. Now Dorsch gets it off. Darnell wrist shot wide. Dorsch unable to keep it in. Line change coming for the Bulldogs. Dorsch skates around. Terrian sends it back in for Dorsch. Bouncing around, Central Michigan comes away with it and sent all the way down the ice. Claiborne has to retreat to get it. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Claiborne dances around. His shot deflected away. Rebound by Shadell. Gets it up top. Walsh. And then a wrist shot kicked away. Claiborne bounces around in front and scores! Bouncing around. And Alfonsi's the one that gets credit for the goal.
Well, go to the net and good things will happen. See the shot from the left circle. Gets touched up in front. Chippewas can't handle it. And somehow Alfonsi finds loose change in front of the net and stuffs it in the back of the net. We're tied up once again. It's 5-5 with 11:30 left to go in the third period. Man, this game has been spicier than Grandma's chili.
Oh, man. Great back and forth action from both of these squads here. And now Shadell has it right again. Gets tripped up. Gets it around. His shot deflected up. And it's a rebound shot, scores. Once again, it's Alfonsi.
Just like that, Bulldogs. Can you believe it? You see the rush start. They're circling around. Puck gets shot sky high, and another awkward kick off the back of the glass. Alfonsi in the picture-perfect area of the ice to pick that up in front and beat Gleisner, who was unsuspecting of what was about to come. Bulldogs lead it 6-5.
We were all unsuspecting of that. And now a shot sent in, but it's blocked by Kuhn.
Next couple of minutes is all about how you can protect your lead.
And now underneath with Darnell. Tries to center it. Unable to do so. Kept in by Walsh. His shot deflected. Bouncing around in front. And it's covered by Gleisner, it looks like.
Yeah, he sat right on top of that puck. Got very lucky that it didn't squirt out. That would have been an easy tap-in for the Bulldogs to try and jump up by 2. But now you see the boys in the gray, black, and yellow starting to buzz on the ice.
As Androsh heads into the circle for the Bulldogs. But Kamara comes away with it. Deflected. Kamara back to it. Grillo. It's turned over. Androsh. No. Bishop. Back to Grillo. Off a body gets it back. Sends it all the way down the length of the ice. This time icing is called.
See Androsh starting to shake his hand a little bit. Might have gotten slashed behind the play as he puts his glove back on. Hopefully he's all right. We'll take the draw here in the offensive zone.
Once again, Andrash steps in. But Kamara comes away with it again. Gets to the head to Morgan. Dom retreats to get an errant pass. Now Sergeyev dumps it off. Rashad, score! Schmidt gets it right past Gleisner.
And you see the reaction from the captain, monkey off his back. He'd been on a goal-scoring drought for quite some time. Sweet drop pass, and the wrister from distance gets behind the glove of Gleisner. 7 goals yesterday for the Bulldogs, 7 goals today, 14 over 2 days.
Absolutely incredible offensive series that we've seen from the Bulldogs. We still have 10 minutes to play. Largest lead of the game for either side. We have a timeout on the ice called by Central Michigan.
And this is the smart move for Central Michigan to try and slow the game down and talk things over, because they got to go into damage control right now. And if there's anything that we've seen, especially through this game today, is that Central Michigan does know how to respond, because they've done it a number of times and they've taken the lead back when they've had the opportunity. But have to be very, very careful here. And for the Bulldogs, you cannot take your foot off the gas. But a great goal from JT Schmidt. Gets his 3rd of the season for 9 points on the year. And how about the plays from Alfonsi? Back-to-back shots, essentially, from him. Got the tying goal, the leading goal. Gave him a little bit of space, and Schmidt with the buffer room now. 1 second over halfway through this 3rd period. Bulldogs are going to need to try and hold on as best as they can to try and walk away with a win.
Yeah, got a little bit easier with that 7th goal that we just saw from Schmidt. But like you mentioned in your analysis, we've seen basically everything happen in this game. Rebound shot score to wrist shot scores to everything.
Got to bear down and weather the storm at this point.
Johnson skates ahead. Now it's taken away by Terrian. Sent all the way down. Sent back into the zone. And now taking it away is Kuhn. Battling around in the neutral zone. Morgan gets stood up at the blue line. Now Allen sends it in. Kept in by Scally. His shot kicked up into the netting.
Like that the Bulldogs are finding time to shoot from all areas at the ice. I think they're starting to pick up that there are live rebounds coming off the pad and stick of Isaac Gleisner. And if you can just make it pop out into a loose area, you have a better chance to score.
As it's nearly turned over behind the net. And how Darnell Alfonsi gets sent to the ice, no whistle. Now Darnell tries to send it in, deflected. Now it's turned over at the red line. Levine shrugs off a defender and 2. It's kicked away, kick save again.
2 great stops from Langer again in tight.
Kamara, his shot deflected in front. And trying to get it a hand is Alfonsi, unable to do so momentarily. Now Alfonsi, breakaway, gets knocked away from behind. And up into the netting.
Alfonsi was trying to make his bid for the hat trick there. Was unfortunately didn't have much reinforcement behind him, went 1-on-2 and got shut down on the entry. But number 7-7 in gray has had an excellent day.
And so has Langer, as we just saw. But now Sorrell has it, shot wide right. Rebound by Sergeyev. Sends it back into Andrash. Now a shot wide. And rebound now from Levine. Skates ahead, turns it over at the red line. Skating in is Schmidt. Sergeyev just sends it in. Nearly turned over once again. Kept in momentarily. Now Andras gets stood up. Slap shot goes behind the net. Sergeyev now within front. It's dancing around. And laying out for it is Gleisner.
Would have liked to see Sergeyev let that one fly a little bit quicker than he did. There was some hesitation on his shot. Was walking straight down Main Street. Nobody on him, too. Probably could have slipped that glove side if he had just taken a chance quickly.
Bulldogs still protecting a 2-goal lead. As the puck is dancing around the near boards. Sorrell slap shot kicked away. Morgan gets the rebound. Now Scally. Puck dancing around. Johnson. Shot deflected. Scally comes away with it. Dribbles it off the boards. Now Johnson again on the near side. Scally comes to take it away from. Set up the offense. Sorrell sends it across the ice. Weird kick off the boards. Sent all the way in. Sorrell has to return. Scally turns it over. Kuhn now has it. Tries to get it in. Dom deflects it. It's in front. Johnson unable to handle it. Sorrell a big hit. Some shoving going on the far side boards as Dom retrieves the puck behind the net.
Sorrell's got to keep his cool here, too. Had a couple of extra shoves after the initial hit.
Now Therrien got behind the defense. Nearly tripped up was Darnell. Levine comes away with it. And it's taken away from behind. 6 minutes to play here. Darnell sends it ahead. Gets shoved away. It's in front. And another score to make it 8-5.
This is a great slip play down below. See taking that up the ice. That's Henry Darnell. Pitches it out of the corner. Slides it right in front. No doubt about that one. That's a goal-scoring goal for Max Shadell.
Could that be icing on the cake?
I think for the Bulldogs, and especially Peyton Langer, he's hoping so.
Now Foster has it taken away from him, but goes back in as Marshall. Taken away now. Now it's Alfonsi. Skates around his defender. His backhand shot, it gets tripped up.
This could be a penalty shot. Yep. Oh, wow. Look at this. Anthony Alfonsi has a chance for a hat trick on a penalty shot with 5:33 left to go in the game. These are the kinds of things you dream of as a hockey player.
As one yourself, I'm sure you are very happy to see this. Alfonsi awaits the whistle to go ahead.
Give the okay to everybody. Here we go.
Alfonsi skates to the left side. Out comes Gleisner. Off the post. You could hear it up here.
So close for Anthony Alfonsi. I think it just rolled up on him at the last second. Didn't get full wood on it. But a valiant attempt for number 77 in gray. I'm sure he'll get one more kick at the can before the end of the game. Hopefully he's able to find the back of the net for a third time this evening.
Still got 5.5 minutes to play here in the Arrington. As it's sent ahead. Sorrell retreats to get it. Now Miller retreats. Sergeyev. Andras sends it in. Sorrell retreats to get it. Andras. It's pinned along the boards. Sorrell sends one in off the blocker. Rebound shot, no good. It's in front of the net. A backhand kicked away. Bulldogs on the attack. That's Sergeyev. Just sends one, flips one in. Still bouncing around. Johnson comes away with it now. 3-on-2 in the middle. As we have a broken stick, a man sent into the boards. An arm has been raised.
They're going to call this against Sorrell? There's no way. There's absolutely no way that this should be a penalty against Max Sorrell. First, Sorrell gets his stick slashed in half. Broken lumbar. He's down on the ice, and he gets punched in the face, and he gets called for interference. How is this possible? My goodness. Listen, I've seen some calls before. That one is just baffling to me.
Another power play opportunity for Central Michigan. 2 for 4 on the day. Darnell gives chase. Unable to handle it momentarily. Gets ahead. Now he takes it away. Again. Nearly taken away once again. Alfonsi. Couple of good opportunities. Dom puts it along the boards. Kicked away. Morgan has it. Gallix. Now coming away with it, Cuthbertson. Sends it across the ice to Grimes. His wrist shot wide left. Bishop. Across the ice, Marshall. Unable to flip it in front. It's battling along the boards. It's knocked away. Dom doing a good job with his stick. Bishop has it back at the top. His wrist shot blocked away. And now sent all the way down the ice. Barber gives chase. Levine has it, gets up to Bishop. And it's deflected. 35 seconds left in the penalty. Johnson has it. Skates ahead.
Oh, here's another call against the Bulldogs. It's going to be Devin Bennett who has to go and sit for tripping. And they're going to also send Gleisner to the bench for the extra attacker. So this is going to be 6-on-4 for the next 20 seconds, barring any changes. 2:37 remaining in the third period. And just when you thought life couldn't get more difficult for the Bulldogs, a late 5-on-3 they have to kill off.
And some communication from the Chippewas here. 2:37 remain. And the wrist shot saved by Langer. Stress levels are high once again in the AIA. Johnson at the right circle. Dumps it back for Cuthbertson, off to Grimes. Back to Johnson. Dancing around with it. Grimes. Back to Johnson. His shot deflected. 5-on-4. And now ahead is Sorrell. His shot in. 2:08 remaining, and it's now 9-5.
They're going to give Sorrell another penalty here. He's fresh out of the box. You see him zooming out of the zone, empty net, and he's going to get called for unsportsmanlike conduct, and now even worse, he just got tossed from the game.
Oh, wow.
That is just unbelievable.
An early shower for Sorrell. .208 remains. Now it's 9-5 in favor of the Bulldogs. And now back ahead. Back behind his own net. Zaraki to Johnson, unable to handle it. Now it's Darnell. To the left circle, his wrist shot gloved. Now Levine has it. Dumps it. Gallix. Skates up. Tries to put some moves on, unable to do so. Blocked by Roland Hagen. Working around Johnson. His shot deflected. Gets it back, kicked away again. Centering a pass. Johnson unable to see it. Gallix gets it though at the blue line. Grimes, shot deflected. Dorsch sends it the length of the ice. 1 minute remains. Gallix has it. Dumps it off to Johnson. Has it knocked away by Barber. Sends it in. Back to even strength. Puck laying on the ice. Now it's Bennett. Skates in. Backhand shot deflected away. Levine has it. Races ahead. Dumps it for Hop. Knocked away. Hop gets it back. His wrist shot deflected front by Claiborne. A shove from behind. 3 seconds left. And it's knocked out, and the Bulldogs come away with a victory. 9-5.
Well, there's nothing better than a weekend sweep against an in-state rival in Central Michigan. We've seen these games over the past number of years go both ways, and Bulldogs do a great job at hanging on, and they take a 9-5 victory in regulation as they cap off their weekend.
Able to pull away in the final minutes, but back and forth action the entire, really, out of the 60 minutes, about 55 of them were just back and forth action.
Yeah, these two teams generated a whole lot of offense. Again, another 30-plus shot day for Peyton Langer. For Gleisner, it's 46. I mean, these teams like to shoot. There's a whole lot of penalties, and, man, that was a fun one.
Absolutely was, and as we conclude here from the Arrington Ice Arena, final score today, Adrian 9, Central Michigan 5. The next game for the Bulldogs will be on Saturday the 22nd at Lawrence Tech. The first game of a home-and-home in that series before returning home the following day to finish the series with a 4 p.m. puck drop. Herm, are there any final thoughts about the game today?
Just a good game for the Bulldogs. They know that they probably have some stuff to clean up in practice this week, but they did their job. They put the puck in the back of the net and come away with 2 wins on the weekend.
All right, for Alex Herman and all of us here at ACTV, my name is Michael Hale, and we will see you next time.